the opinions of others. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Everyone has a flock of opinions ready to be wished upon anyone who will accept them. It will not help you to listen to what other people says. The opinions of others are often meant to discourage and ridicule. That is even if they are from close relatives or friends. Take the counsel only from your mastermind group. They are people who are in complete sympathy and harmony with your purpose. You can choose the member of your trusted group. The power of the mastermind will be discussed in the next chapters. You have a brain of your own. If you have a burning desire to succeed, listen to your own voice. Make good decisions. Making good decisions mean that you know what you want. The world has the habit of making room for the men whose words and actions show and he knows where he's going. Successful men knew what they want, and they generally get it. Chapter 9. Persistence. Be persistent no matter how slowly you may. At first, you have to move. With persistence will come success. To have persistence, you must first establish your purpose. What do you want to achieve and what drives you to work for it? You must have a strong motivation. Trust yourself. You have enough skills and knowledge to succeed. You can devise an exact plan on how to do it. Maintain a good relationship with people who can help you. Practice your willpower. Focus on your plan and disregard your fears. Remember that without persistence, you will be defeated, even before you start. With persistence, you will win. Many people wait for the big break in their lives. It may be a dream job or a good business opportunity, but they only become disappointed. Breaks only equal your efforts. It doesn't occur instantly. By organizing a plan and being persistent, we pave the way for the big breaks in our career. Now, some people may have strong desire and precise plan to succeed, but why don't they achieve it? This is because they give up easily. They quit after experiencing a failure. Defeat is temporary. The answer to defeat is persistent. Sometimes it appears that there's a hidden guide whose duty is to test men through all sort of discouraging experiences. Defeat is only a test. If you have turned persistence into a habit, then surely you will overcome defeat and reach victory. Eventually, you will become successful in any endeavor you have. Chapter 10. Power of Mastermind. There's a saying that goes, knowledge is power, but knowledge as it is cannot be used to gain riches. Knowledge is power only if it is structured and aimed to a goal. The mastermind is a group of people who can increase your knowledge and therefore your power. There are people who have the same desire and purpose as you. Take for an example a set of electric batteries. A single battery can only yield a small amount of energy. But when it is joined with a few more, their energies will last longer and stronger. When you have a mastermind group, they can help you become more powerful and can also help you overcome your weakness. Before Henry Ford owned his corporation, he was poor, ignorant, and illiterate. But he surrounded himself with 50 trusted men in the business. He also became friends with Thomas Edison. Ford maintained harmony and cooperation with these great minds to become as powerful as he is. Because of the support and alliance that Henry Ford got from his mastermind group, he won over poverty and ignorance. He mastered illiteracy and intelligence in just 10 years. After 25 years, he became the richest man in his country. There are indeed many economic advantages of having a mastermind group, but it also has a psychic advantage. No two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, intangible power which can be likened to a third mind. The group increases the power of the individual. In essence, two minds are better than one. If there is a good working relationship within a group, they can achieve much more than any individual. They can create wonders and possess a great power more than a single person can ever imagine. Chapter 11. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Transmutation means the change of energy from one form to another. Sex is the strongest stimuli of men. To transmute sex means to express sex energy to more productive way than the physical. Sex energy can be a great advantage for creativity and business. Sex is natural. It cannot be eliminated in the nature of man. If left on its own, sex can be destructive. But by using willpower, sex energy can make man create and achieve a lot of things. Successful musicians, lawyers, artists, and businessmen have won over their physical desire. There are different mind stimuli, example of which are alcohol, drugs, and fear. But of all these stimuli, sex is the strongest. Men who have not transmuted sexual energy end up in crime, poverty, and misery. But those who won over sexual desire become geniuses. A genius is like a pilot of a plane. He has flown over trees and mountains. He has moved onto a far heights. The obstructions such as mountains and trees are needs such as food and sex. The genius has made himself free of all these ordinary thoughts. He can use the full potential of his creative imagination. The creative imagination is the sixth sense. The more it is used, the better it gets. Through practice of creative imagination, successful men become wiser and more productive. Studies have shown that successful men have strong sex energy. They apply their sexual drive to creative outlets. Songs, poems, and novels are driven by love and sex. Charisma and self-confidence can be derived from sexual appeal. Like artists and businessmen, you can tap the potential of your creative imagination. Find out outlet for your sexual energy than the physical means. You can use that mind power to achieve greater things. Learn to use your sexual energy to gain advantages on your career and become wealthy. Chapter 12. The Subconscious Mind. You do not have to control over your subconscious mind, but it governs over all our desires, emotions, and decisions. What we can do is to fill our conscious mind with positive thoughts. Over time, our positive thoughts will be implanted in our subconscious. That is how we can achieve success. To improve your subconscious, fill your mind with thoughts of desire, faith, love, sex, enthusiasm, romance, and hope. Avoid polluting your mind with fear, jealousy, hatred, revenge, greed, superstition, and anger. These negative thoughts would not direct you to success and wealth. They would only pull you down to poverty. You possess right now your very personal plan to succeed. You will know your way to riches. However, the plan is locked in your subconscious. You cannot access it by having negative thoughts. Put the positive thoughts into practice so that you will remember them better. Try to do small things every day. Make a habit out of desire, faith, love, sex, enthusiasm, romance, and hope. Let go of fear, jealousy, hatred, revenge, greed, superstition, and anger. Chapter 13. The Brain. The human brain is a very powerful machine. It is both a sending and receiving device. The power of thoughts plays a big part in achieving success. All the 13 steps can be started by thinking. Everything from desire to imagination to persistence can be worked out in the brain. Did you know that there are 10 to 14 billion of nerve cells in the brain's cerebral cortex? What is more amazing is that all are arranged in an orderly manner. This pattern of nerve cells makes us human function not only physically. The brain is also responsible for our mental and emotional state. It is indeed true that we can think and grow rich. We can plant positive thoughts in our brain to attract good opportunities. We can transform our intense desire to actual plans and actions. We can decide quickly and choose not to quit when failing. We can put all our sexual energy into creative use. All this can happen inside your own brain. If you practice stimulating your mind, you can even increase your knowledge and potential to succeed. You can pick up and learn more from other brains. Mental telepathy can be possible if you work closely with your mastermind group. By having discussions, you can share and create ideas like having a single brain. Use your brain. Always stimulate it with new ideas. Apply what you have learned in this book and make it a habit. You can go back to the chapters as often as you can. Repeat the statements that would make you money conscious. You would not be far from financial success. Chapter 14. The Sixth Sense. The last of the 13th chapter to riches is the sixth sense. You cannot master the sixth sense without mastering the other 12 steps. The sixth sense is the part of our subconscious mind. It deals with a creative imagination. It connects us with the infinite intelligence of the world. Sometimes we experience flashes of thoughts or hunches. This is our sixth sense working. We can only access it through extreme concentration. Great minds like Thomas Edison, Abraham Lincoln, and Muhammad have mastered the use of the sixth sense. They have done great things with their hunches. The sixth sense connects both our mental and spiritual state. It serves as the medium between our own brain and the infinite intelligence. The sixth sense is not only useful for creating idea, it also warns us against danger by means of hunches. Infinite intelligence is the power which permits every atom of matter and embraces every unit of energy perceptible to man. It also causes water to float downhill, follows night with day and winters with summer. each maintaining its proper place and relationship to the other. By practicing our sixth sense, we can connect easily with infinite intelligence. Just like the geniuses, we can transform our desires and material form. As humans, we are defined by the desire and thoughts that dominate our mind. We can choose between failure and success just by thinking. The road to success starts with desire. As you go along the 13 steps to riches, you will gain wisdom. To succeed is to understand oneself and other people. Ultimately, a successful person understands the law of nature and happiness. You can go over the 13 steps anytime to gain high level of mind stimulation. You are now equipped with the 13 steps to riches. In the last chapter, you will learn how to fight fear. It is fear which limits you to your present situation. Without fear, you cannot start your journey to riches. Outwit the 6 ghosts of fear. You have enemies which hinder you from getting rich. They are indecision, doubt, fear, worry, and negative influences. It is often that one leads to another. If you don't fight against them, they would only get worse. Indecisions and doubt creates fear. There are 6 basic fears, namely fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. Each of them can limit a person's ability. But the thing is, fear is only a state of mind. This means that you have no control over your fear. There is one thing that humans have absolute control over, and that is their thoughts. Man's thought impulses begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent. The thoughts that exist in your mind will determine your social, professional, business, and financial destiny. Even disease become real if you constantly fear ill health. That is why it is important to strengthen your willpower. Some people appear to be more lucky and superior than others. This is because of the thinking they have. They implant in their mind that they have the ability, experience, and intelligence to succeed. And so, it becomes reality. Do not be weak against criticism. Do not listen to relatives or anyone who says you cannot do it. Criticism will only destroy your imagination, damage your confidence, and limit your individuality. Keep your mind closed against all people who depress or discourage you in any way. Relive yourself of worry. Do not worry about what other people think. Accept the reality of old age and death. If you fear the loss of love, learn to get along with no one but yourself. Nothing which life has to offer is worth the price of worry. Choose to have peace of mind and happiness. Conclusion. Andrew Carnegie is the pioneer of steel business in America. He told the author Napoleon Hill of the secret to success. Carnegie encouraged Hill to devote a year in order to study wealthy men and how they achieved success. The secret comes in 2 parts. The first part is already in your possession, and that is desire. If you have a burning desire to get rich, it will become reality. The second part, of course, is mind control. Use your desire to control the thoughts that dominate your mind. You can apply the secret by using the 13 steps to riches. If you accept poverty in your life, then you remain poor. You will not do actions that will change it. You already have the roadmap to riches. You know of the 13 steps. If you decide not to start now, you have no one else to blame but you. If you decide to stop before you succeed, then surely you will fail. You have full responsibility of your destiny. You have the power to determine your social, professional, and financial outcome. Instead of making alibis, start controlling your thoughts. Remember that whatever you conceive and believe, you can achieve. So I hope you like the summary as well as efforts behind it. And if you feel we were able to create valuable content for you, you can show your love by giving